Chapter 19. The day before Valentine's Day, the next morning was usual for both of them. They had breakfast prepared by Daksh and were on their way to college when a male classmate approached Misha. The male classmate gave her a red rose and Misha accepted it, not knowing what it meant. It was the day before Valentine's Day and obviously he was asking her to be his Valentine. Her accepting the rose made him, male classmate, smirk with content and he winked to her. Obviously the lad was unaware of the fact that she is not even getting slightest hint as to what he was asking. He asked her to meet for ice cream at nearby restaurant and she agreed to that too. Actually, it was not her fault, she has sweet tooth and hence cannot bring herself to refuse any offer of desserts from anyone. Furthermore, she did not even know what does that rose mean and what she has agreed to. But who is going to tell this to our hunk Daksh, whose expressions at this time are enough to scare anyone? He snatched the red rose from Misha and gave that back to the classmate who has just asked her for ice cream date. He glared at him and others within the range of his view in the campus. He then said with high-pitched voice, making sure the present people can hear him, "She is my girl. And she is going to have her breakfast, brunch, lunch and even dinner with me, not only tomorrow but every day. Anyone having any problem can come to me. Does anyone want to help me flex my muscles? Anyone?" Misha saw this but was unable to comprehend what has happened to Daksh. On the other hand, Daksh was also not sure why was he feeling this unexplainable anger. He knew he loves her, but what is this strange emotion to fight anyone who is approaching her? Poor Daksh, it is his first time experiencing jealousy. He was fuming with rage until Misha put her hands on his shoulder and said, "What happened? Are you alright? Why me going for ice cream and receiving his rose made you so furious out of nowhere?" This again added to Daksh's dilemma and he was unable to explain it, so he just left Misha behind and went towards their class. "But it was Misha we were talking about," she nagged him until he made a weird story to support his silly actions. He said it was inappropriate for others to give roses to someone having their best friend beside them and it is like they are insulting the bond of their friendship. Daksh himself was surprised to see that Misha believed this and he adored her childlike habit of believing whatever he was saying. When they went to their class, they found Daksh's desk piled up with roses along with some cards asking him on a date for Valentine's Day. Well, he was not interested in them as usual, after all he is a man of dignity and do not entertain casual flings. Furthermore, now he is in love with Misha. So he was going to return them, but when he grabbed them to return, he noticed a fuming Misha coming towards him and glaring at his hands holding a bunch of roses and cards. Daksh was startled and speechless. He was trying to comprehend her expressions and the reason behind the sudden mood swing. Misha came close to him, making his breathing unstable. He loves her and has acknowledged it long ago, but still sudden proximity to her in any situation makes him skip his heartbeat every single time. She then grabbed his hand and made him leave the roses and cards on the table and came forward to announcement mic of class and said, "He is my boy. And he is going to have his breakfast, brunch, lunch and even dinner with me, not only tomorrow but every day. Anyone having any problem can come to me. Does anyone want to help me flex my muscles? Anyone?" This made the whole class silent for a while and then whistles with shouting took place of silence. They were cheering for the new couple of their class, whereas Misha was not even aware of the fact that now the whole class made them a couple and she was thinking that they are cheering for their friendship. Daksh was aware what his classmates were cheering for but was not rectifying their misunderstanding. He was rather enjoying the congratulations but was somewhat lost in his thoughts. Daksh's point of view: Daksh was attending the lecture sincerely as always but was simultaneously lost in his thoughts and was smiling continuously. "Why can't I stop smiling like an idiot?" he scolded himself in his thoughts. It is good that he knows how to hide his face from teacher, or else he would have been out of the class by now for sure. Teachers are also lenient with him owing to the fact that he is an excellent all-rounder student. Typical straight A student and an athlete at that. Kind of rare combination. From the moment Misha entered his life, she has made his monotonous life fun. He was wondering why she was behaving weirdly from the morning to the evening yesterday. And today the class accepted them as couple. It was not a big deal as she still don't know how he feels about her, but he was still so happy about the whole situation. When I heard her calling me his boy, I was speechless. Shouldn't she be calling me her man instead of her boy? Being called her boy seems like I am her child rather than her man. Is she for real? But still it somehow made me happy how she got jealous over me. Wait, jealous? Does that mean I was jealous too when she agreed for ice cream date with that guy? No. How could that be? Am I falling for this unorganized, troublesome girl even more? This thought is making my heartbeats go wild. Oh God. He took a deep breath and then again started grinning while thinking about Misha. Misha's point of view, Daksh is a very patient person, but he shouted on that boy. Later he explained, and so when he got the roses and cards, I practically recited his dialogues to handle the situation. We were even getting cheering applaud from our class for our friendship bond. Wow. I am so smart to understand human world so easily. Grandpa, are you looking at my achievements? I wonder if he will be generous enough to grant me all my powers back. On their way back home, Daksh offered Misha to have ice cream and she obviously said yes to that. Hey Daksh, what do you think how I protected our friendship bond from getting insulted? He looked surprised and asked, What? You said all that because of what I told you about insulting the friendship. Of course, yes. By the way, why do you look so surprised?